Once again, I welcome our keynote speaker, Suryakant Sarma sir, our beloved principal A. Ramesh sir, our deans, HODs, faculty, and participants to this webinar. Now I invite our co-convener P. Sri Devi Madam to introduce about our host today. Ma'am.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Sir. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to our national webinar on financial empowerment and career opportunities in financial and securities market. Thank you everyone for joining us today webinar. My name is P. Sridevi, co-host of this webinar. I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Management Studies, Aditya College of Engineering. Now, I would like to introduce about our keynote speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate laws. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sri Sharma has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market and had initially served in a leading financial institution. Thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Sri Sharma joined Securities and Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served in SEBI for more than 16 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments in SEBI, he was in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern region for more than 5 years, and in this period, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted, and he himself had addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 IAPs. Sri Sharma was also a member of working group of NCERT for developing occasional course on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Sri Sharma is also a recipient of Excellent Award from a leading trade body of promoting mutual funds in India. Sri Sharma is also a mentor of a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Since May 2019, Sri Sharma has interacted with lakhs of investors and potential investors through more than 700 investor awareness webinars and programs across country in reputed government organizations, research institutions, leading educational and professional institutions, corporates, startups, women-centric NGO, and others. So this is very few about our today's guest speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma. Now I'd like to invite our honorable speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, to speak on today's webinar.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Akhilesh. Thank you, Dr. Sridevi, all faculty members, staff members, and dear students of the reputed Institute of Andhra Pradesh for giving me an opportunity to be with all of you today on this topic relevant to all of us. And Dr. Akhilesh, I don't know what you have conveyed to your participants about this program. And the student might even be wondering why we have been invited for this program since we are not earning today. They may be right. But as Dr. Akhilesh knows it is very well that they are going to earn very soon. They are going to earn. This is a high time that they should understand the importance of management of their money, their personal finance. One thing more I want to add here, Dr. Akhilesh, that this program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, but it is not a marketing event of mutual funds. I want to make it clear to all of you. It's purely an investor awareness program. And there are two categories of investors, Dr. Akhilesh. One category which you belong to, those who have already been earning. And there is second category we equally emphasize is potential investors. Your students, they have not yet started earning, but they are going to earn very soon. So it is equally relevant to both of you. And I'm very happy that young faculty members have also joined apart from your students. Third thing, I will be very happy if more and more questions come from the participants. It should not be a one-way traffic that I speak and go, and people are just waiting when I am ending my session so that they can leave. This should not be the case. They should be this session should be interactive. So I will request all your participants, please feel free to ask as many questions as you can. You can put your question in the chat box, or once my session is over, we will unmute all participants. Those who are interested to ask the question directly are welcome to ask the question. We will unmute them. So there are two segments of the topic Dr. Akhilesh has given to me today. One is personal finance management, and other is careers in securities market. And Dr. Akhilesh, I will take second in the first phase, career opportunities in the security market. Because your students might...
Because we are the technical field and we are engineering field, we want to learn this type of all this activity going in the market. So that's why we call you as a speaker to enhance our knowledge in this field.
Thank you very much. Of course, you are very right that everybody should know about the securities market, because it is the only segment of the financial sector, Dr. Akhilesh, where people can make huge money by application of their mind, by persistence, by discipline, and of course as a long-term investors. But they have got plenty of job opportunities in the security market as well. And for that, I will request all your participants, particularly students, and Dr. Akhilesh, I will also request you and your faculty members kindly visit the website of NISM, National Institute of Securities Market, NISM. NISM is an institution which has been developed by SEBI, Dr. Akhilesh, and SEBI is the regulator of security market in India. And the purpose of establishing this institute is to upskill the basic knowledge of students, of all categories of students, for getting job or have career progression or have career in the security market. And there are thousands and thousands of jobs available in the security market, including for engineers, particularly IT sector. Because you all know now every sector is driven by the technology. And IT is the core sector where people can manage more efficiently the activities of any sector, including financial sector. That is why the importance of engineers in security market is equally relevant, not only for them as a career, but also for security market to get them employed. So kindly visit the website of NISM. NISM has conceptualized a lot of online courses, capsulized very short courses, capsulized courses relating to the security market. Please identify 2, 3, 4 courses, whatever you feel you are interested in, and then apply for those courses. And material for those courses are also available on the website itself. You need not go outside website. Material for those courses are also available in the website, and examinations are also, most of them are online. So please guide your students to have interest in the security market career. Because Dr. Akhilesh, this career is not only rewarding, but also monetarily it is much more rewarding. A person is getting initial package of lakhs of rupees when he enters into security market. And I give you just one example. In SEBI also, securities also recruit young officers at the level of entry level, that is called assistant manager. And there is open competition, including IT sector. And there is open competition. Advertisement is issued and one written test is there, then final written test is there, and then interview is there. And those who are selected are appointed as assistant manager in the SEBI. And Dr. Akhilesh, the package of assistant manager at the first year itself is more than 27 lakhs. So those who are interested to join SEBI, and apart from SEBI, Dr. Akhilesh, there are plenty of other institutions also. National Stock Exchange, NSE is there. Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE is there. MCX, MCX is there. MSCI, NCDX is there. Then depositories are there. NSDL, CSDL is there. Then credit rating agencies are there. And then mutual funds are there. Mutual funds are engaging thousands and thousands of young talent for their IT sector, for their IT requirement, as well as also for their research segment. And apart from that, foreign financial institutions, Dr. Akhilesh, also keep investing hugely in the Indian securities market. And they also need personnel for managing their portfolio in India. So there are thousands and thousands of jobs available every year in the security market. Please encourage your students to upskill their knowledge, because you will appreciate that security market is a specialized segment. It is not a general segment. It is a specialized sector for which you have to upskill your knowledge, and that can be done by getting into the examinations of NISM, which are most of them are online, and very short-term courses are there. So please encourage all of them to visit NIM website, and also the website of NSE, BSE, AMFI, and other mutual funds, where they can explore their job opportunities in future once they intend to join security market. So this was the basic knowledge I was sharing about the job opportunity in the security market. But now I'm coming to the core subject, which is management of personal finance. And Dr. Akhilesh, you will agree with me that money plays a very, very important role in our life. Without money, we can't enjoy our life. What to talk of enjoying comfortable life? So even for basic needs of our life, roti, kapda, makan, which we normally tell, we need money. And money is the most important thing in our life. So my dear friends, please, students particularly, I am saying, please do appreciate the importance of money in our life. Early you appreciate, better it will be. And why? Because without money, we can't enjoy our life. We can't even carry on with the normal life activities. And Dr. Akhilesh, just tell me one thing, because you are already professor here. From where we get money, or rather from where you get money? Please unmute yourself.
Through institution, we have any finance we have done in the LIC or with the help of bank we are getting, because we don't have that type of knowledge.
No, sir. That money I am not talking about. I am
Yeah.
talking about the source of money for you. That is your salary.
Okay.
You get salary from your employer, in the case in your institutions. So every person, may they be in job, may they be in profession, may they be in business, they get whatever they do for. So there is a prime source of money for all of us, Dr. Akhilesh. And in your case, it is salary, because you are doing job oriented thing. If somebody is business, he will get profit out of business. If somebody in profession, then he will get a professional fee out of his profession. So there is a source of money for all of us, and for your students also, there will be a source of money when they start earning. They might be going for some job, They might be going for some startup. They might be going for some business, or they might be going for some profession. So there is always a prime source of money for all of us. And the money which we get, Dr. Akhilesh, from prime source, what we normally do with that money, a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our regular expenses, monthly expenses we talk about. So a majority, suppose you are earning 50,000, suppose per chance, of course you are earning much more than that. Suppose you are earning 50,000, then a majority of your salary which will normally go into taking care of your regular expenses, ration, travel, utility bills, education of children if you are married and having children, and a lot of other things. But there is one thing, Dr. Akhilesh, with every Indian, including you. And what is that? Every Indian, and for that matter, every Indian family tries to take away as much money as they can out of their regular salary, which they don't spend. We sincerely try. We say, of course, it is difficult sometimes. Sometimes salary is not so attractive. Sometimes salary may not be a good one. But still, every Indian try to take away some money out of their regular income, which they don't spend. And the money, Dr. Akhilesh, which we don't spend out of regular income, it is called savings. It is called savings. And Dr. Akhilesh, you should be proud of it that the Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. Because saving is in our blood. And this has not happened in your generation, Dr. Akhilesh. It has been there for centuries together, for generations together. Every generation has been sincerely. Earlier, the families were big, salaries were not up to mark, but even people were saving. So saving is in our blood. Saving is in our DNA. But three things I want to tell Dr. Akhilesh to you and young faculty members and your all students about saving. The first thing, Dr. Akhilesh, which is very important, is start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Normally, I have done a blunder. First 4 or 5 years, I didn't save at all because I didn't have, let me enjoy with the money which I am earning. I will start saving after 4 or 5 years. That's a blunder. Because these 4 or 5 years, Dr. Akhilesh, are very, very, very precious and important. So the first thing I want to tell you and to your all students and participants is start saving right from the first month when you start earning. And never hesitate to save even a small amount. Normally people say, I don't have much money to save. My salary is not so good. If I save 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, what difference is going to make? No, my dear friends, we are wrong. A saving of 500 rupees, 1000 rupees per month, Dr. Akhilesh, are going to be lakhs of rupees down the line after 10, 15, 20 years. That is why the importance of starting saving right from the first month. The second thing I want to tell all of you, Dr. Akhilesh, be regular in saving. Every month you have to save, come what may. Of course, the things will keep changing in our life, definitely. But you should have a discipline. You should have a commitment with yourself that come what may, I will save something every month. Amount might vary from month to month, Dr. Akhilesh. But one thing it has to be there that I will save something every month. And third thing I want to request all of you regarding saving, and last thing, but very important thing about saving, Dr. Akhilesh, keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. Naturally, Dr. Akhilesh will get increment every year. He will get some other allowances every year. His income will also keep increasing. Of course, the inflation will also be there, but still your income will keep increasing. So with the increase in income, you must keep increasing your saving every year. Suppose, Dr. Akhilesh, you are saving 1000 a month this year. Suppose. Next year, ideally speaking, you should increase it by minimum 10%. You should, in the second year, you should save 1100 rupees. And Dr. Akhilesh, in the third year, it should be 1210 rupees. Again, 10% increase every year. I know it is not so easy, but it is not impossible. Only thing required is your commitment and discipline. Come what may, I will keep increasing my saving every year. So 3 things I want to request all of you. First thing, start saving right from the first month. Second thing, be regular in saving. And third thing, keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. Dr. Akhilesh, these 3 things looks very normal. Arey Baba, we know it, sorry, we know it very well. But my dear friends, knowing does had not any meaning unless and until you implement in your life. So please religiously follow these 3 golden rules of saving in your life. And I can promise you, Dr. Akhilesh, if anybody makes commitment on these lines, as far as saving is concerned in his life, down the line after 15, 20 years, he will have reasonably good money with him or with her. So please follow these 3 things as far as saving is concerned. Now the question arises, Dr. Akhilesh, of course we are saving and we will save. What to do with the savings? Whatever amount we are saving, what to do? There are 2 options, Dr. Akhilesh. The one option is, I am religiously saving, but what foolish thing I am doing? I am keeping my saving at home in a box. It is a blunder. I want to tell all of you, my dear friends, keeping saving at home is a blunder, and it is, Dr. Akhilesh, I am using a very harsh word. It's a crime. It's a crime against yourself, crime against your family, and crime against our country as a whole. Why? Because keeping saving at home, you are devaluing the money. Suppose you save 1,000 rupees and keep it in your box for 10 years. After 10 years, if you count, it will be 1,000 rupees. But Dr. Akhilesh, the value of the 1,000 rupees after 10 years will be literally 100 rupees or 200 rupees because of inflation. That is why my emphasis here is, kindly please don't keep your saving at home. Then naturally you will ask what to do. There is an option, Dr. Akhilesh. Put your saving into some products. Put your saving into some products. Products we will discuss afterwards. But the process of putting your saving into some product, Dr. Akhilesh, it is called investment. So saving is the first step, investment is the second step. Saving is very, very important, Dr. Akhilesh, because unless you save, what you will invest? That is why saving is in invest. But saving is only first step. It is not the last step. It is only first step. The second and equally important step is, you must invest your savings into some products. And Dr. Akhilesh, you might have seen your parents, you might have seen your elder brothers, sisters. They have also saved and they have also invested. I had also saved and invested. But unfortunately, Dr. Akhilesh, and I am using word unfortunately. Unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person, despite their sincere efforts in saving and investment, they just accumulate money. They don't create wealth out of investment. Please mind it what I am saying. I am saver, I am investor, but despite that, I have simply accumulated money. I have not created wealth out of my investment, which is the basic object of investment. Dr. Akhilesh, you will agree with me. What is the object of investment? That my money should also start earning money for me. That's the only purpose of investment. But truly speaking, most of us just accumulate money. We don't create wealth out of it. And why we accumulate? Reason is different, but what is the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation? Dr. Akhilesh, I will give you just one small example. And if you permit me, I will take your name for that example. Will you permit me, sir? I just want to give an example to all participants, taking your name. Would you give me permission, Dr. Akhilesh? Are you getting me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you. So I just give you a very simple example. Suppose Dr. Akhilesh has got 1 lakh rupees with him. Of course, he has got much more than that. But just for example's sake, I am saying that Dr. Akhilesh has got 1 lakh rupees with him and he goes for the bank FD. FD is also an investment you will appreciate. Suppose he goes for a bank FD for 1 year and the bank promises to give him 6% interest on his FD. After 1 year, when I meet Dr. Akhilesh and ask him, Dr. Akhilesh, what happened to your FD which you had done last year of 1 lakh rupees? Dr. Akhilesh is happy. He said, he will say, sir, I have got 6,000 rupees. If the 6% interest is there, then I have earned 6,000 rupees on my 1 lakh FD, and now bank has given back my money 1 lakh rupees. And Dr. Akhilesh is happy. He is throwing party to his friends. Why? He has earned 6,000 rupees on a bank FD. But Dr. Akhilesh, you are not right. Please understand what I want to tell you and through you all the participants. Of course, you earned 6,000 rupees as interest on bank FD. But Dr. Akhilesh, one very important thing keep happening every day when your FD, when you had a FD. And what is that, Dr. Akhilesh? Inflation. Inflation also keep increasing every day. Suppose the inflation rate is 5% during this period of your FD. What does it mean? That last year when you had gone for FD, had you not gone for FD and could have purchased some items from 1 lakh rupees or could have availed some services of 1 lakh rupees, Dr. Akhilesh, tell me, after 1 year, would you be able to get same item, same services at 1 lakh rupees after 1 year? Would it be possible? We all know it will not be possible. Why? Because of inflation, prices of those items have increased. And suppose it has got 5% inflation, what does it mean? That whatever you could have you could have got before 1 year at 1 lakh rupees for the same item and same goods, Dr. Akhilesh, you will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees but 1 lakh 5,000 rupees because the inflation has been 5%. Now you see the picture, Dr. Akhilesh, which normally we don't see. Out of 6,000 which you earn as interest, in actuality, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Normally, we don't think in those terms. We are happy whatever we get on investment. But in actuality, Dr. Akhilesh, majority of your investment return is eaten by the inflation. Now, Dr. Akhilesh will still say, okay, sir, no problem. 5 out of 6,000, 5,000 have been eaten by the inflation. Why I still have 1,000 rupees? No, Dr. Akhilesh. There is another factor which you should look at. And what is that? Most of the return on investment, government of India takes income tax or capital gain tax, whatever it might be. And in the case of FD, Dr. Akhilesh, the rules are very clear. Whatever you earn as interest on your FD will be treated as your income and you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. And suppose you are in 20% bracket, Dr. Akhilesh, then on 6,000 you will need to pay income tax also at the rate of 20%. And what is 20% of 6,000, Dr. Akhilesh? 1,200 rupees. Now you see the picture. You were very happy when you got 6,000 rupees in interest. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation and 1,200 rupees you have to pay as income tax. Did you get anything in reality, sir? No. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. What sort of investment is it? You are simply accumulating 6,000 rupees, which has got no meaning in reality. And I take this example forward, Dr. Akhilesh. Suppose the bank interest rate on 1 year FD is 8%. Suppose. that in that scenario, Dr. Akhilesh will get 8,000 rupees as interest income on FD. Again, keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 would have been eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000, that is 1,600. But even after that, 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600, there still remains 1,400. And Dr. Akhilesh, this 1,400 is your real return. Please understand what I want to convey to all the participants. You have to earn some real return on your investment. And Dr. Akhilesh, 6,000 and 8,000 was your notional return only. It was not your real return. And the formula of real return, just to share with you, with your participants, real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. So what I want to emphasize here, Dr. Akhilesh, that to be successful investors, you have to earn some real return on your investments. And if you don't earn real return, that you will simply be accumulating money. You will not be creating wealth. And Dr. Akhilesh minded, your prosperity will come only through wealth creation, not through money accumulation. So it is a precondition that you have to be, if you have to be prosper, you have to some real return through which you can create wealth. And my definition of prosperity, Dr. Akhilesh, is very simple. My definition of prosperity doesn't mean to be a Mukesh Ambani or a big person, big industrialist. No. My definition of prosperity is that I should have money to take care of my needs. I should have money to take care of my comfort. I should have money to take care of my family comfortably. I should have take care of realizing my normal dreams of a human life, of a human being. That is why, Dr. Akhilesh, prosperity is very, very important. But why most of us are not able to create wealth, Dr. Akhilesh? Have you ever given thought to it? What was the reason that most of us were not able to create wealth? We were simply accumulated money. What was the reason? Sir, there was a reason, and the reason was in our mind. Our middle class mindset is very different. And what is that, sir? We don't want to take any risk. Arey Baba, don't talk about any risk. We don't want to take any risk in investment. Tell us something about safe investment. Normally, this will be your query when any investment discussions are here. The first question we will ask, is my money secure? Will it be safe? If it is not safe, I will not invest. This has been the mindset of middle class, salary class person. But Dr. Akhilesh, we were wrong. I admit you honestly before all of you, we were wrong. Why? Because in investment, Dr. Akhilesh, risk is there. Whether you accept it or not, in investment, risk is there. There may be very low risk in some products. There may be moderate risk in some other products. And there may be very high risk in some other products. But some risk element in majority of the investment products is there. So please, first thing I want to tell all of you, please accept that risk is inherent in most of the investment product. Risk is a part of investment. Now, naturally, then you will ask me, sir, how to manage my risk? Everybody will then ask, how to minimize my risk? Because everybody will like to minimize their risk. It is very natural. How we can? Yes, my dear friends, we can minimize your risk. We can manage your risk by applying only two-word formula. I want to share with the very simple two-word formula before all of you. And the formula is only two words, sir. Think, understand, and invest. I have used only two words, Dr. Akhilesh. Think, understand, and invest. What is the first word I have used, Dr. Akhilesh? Think. What we have to think? I have to think two things about myself. The first most important thing I have to think about myself while taking any investment decision is, what is my risk-taking capacity? What is my risk appetite? How much risk I can take? This is very important. So first you should appreciate what is your risk appetite. And Dr. Akhilesh, risk appetite or risk-taking capacity of every individual is different. Why? Our income is different. Our age is different. And our liabilities are also different. Some people in the participants still learning, but might not have got any liability at all. They are still unmarried. But there may be some person like Dr. Akhilesh who are married. Then there are some person who are having married and got children also. Then there are some participants who are having married and have children and joint families. Their parents are with them. So every individual has got different risk appetite and different liability. So we have to think that you should take your investment decision, Dr. Akhilesh, strictly as per your risk appetite. But normally we all do one blunder. And what is that, Dr. Akhilesh? We follow others while taking our investment decisions. That's a blunder, I tell you. Suppose in your institute, Dr. Akhilesh is regarded as one of the best investors amongst the colleagues. Then most of the colleagues will follow where Dr. Akhilesh is investing, but that is a wrong thing. Why? Because Akhilesh has got different risk appetite and others have got different one. So we should never follow others. While taking our investment decision, we should be independent by analyzing our risk appetite. And one thing I want to tell you, Dr. Akhilesh, risk-taking capacity keeps changing with the age as well. When you are young, you could take high risk. Rather, I will encourage your young faculty members like you and even students, they should take risk. Why? Because you have got 30, 40 years to go in your life. If something goes wrong, which is very natural, we do make mistakes in our life. But then you have got time to set those things right. You have got time to set that wrong things in right. But Dr. Akhilesh, that luxury I don't have now. I've already crossed 60. That is why it is very important that those who are young should take risk. But Dr. Akhilesh, again, it should be a calculated risk. It should not be a blind risk. You should take calculated risk only as per your risk appetite. And second thing I want to tell all of you, Dr. Akhilesh, what you have to think is, that is time horizon of investment. Time horizon of investment. That is equally important. And Dr. Akhilesh, what is time horizon of investment? Mr. Sabdar, you keep typing in the chat box what I am saying. Time horizon of investment, risk management. Time horizon of investment. What is that, Dr. Akhilesh? It simply is that I should have money when I need the money. That is, suppose Dr. Akhilesh, suppose you have decided to purchase a house after 5 years. And you have started investing your saving into for that purchase. But you are investing in a product which will give you return after 10 years. Whereas your plan is to purchase house after 5 years. So it will be a mismatch. So you have to be clear what purpose you are saving and investing. And when the purpose is offing, you must have money for that purpose through investment and saving. And how it can be developed, Dr. Akhilesh? It can be developed by financial planning. And I want to tell through all the parts, through Dr. Akhilesh, again, Dr. Akhilesh, I want to request one more thing to you. Next Sunday, please sit with your family. And for others also to understand, and I am requesting Dr. Akhilesh, but other participants also do. Next Sunday, please sit with your family. Take a paper. On the paper, make 3 columns. In the first column, you just jot down what you want to do in life or what you will be required to do in life. Normally, what are our milestones, Dr. Akhilesh? Number 1, those who are not married, marriage will be the first milestone where you will be needing money, rather huge money. After that, children will be in life, celebration for which you will need money. After that, definitely you will like to have your own house down the line for the family. Then, four-wheeler, minimum thing nowadays, but a four-wheeler is also a minimum thing nowadays for which you will need money. After that, nowadays a very common practice is there in middle class, salary class person, Dr. Akhilesh, going on vacation. You are from Andhra Pradesh, your family will definitely like to go to Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Gujarat, West Bengal, other parts of the country, and not only in India, Switzerland, USA, France, Greece. Naturally, that is very natural. So vacation has also become normal thing nowadays for middle class, salary class person. But Dr. Akhilesh, for that you will need money, rather huge money. After some years, a very important milestone will come in your life, Dr. Akhilesh. That will be higher education of children. Higher education and professional education of children. And once their education is over, in the Indian context, you will have to get them married, for which you will need money. And lastly, when you get retired, for retirement life, Dr. Akhilesh, you will need money because you will have to lead retired life without your salary. Salary will automatically stop once you get retired from the institute. So from where that money will come for leading retirement life? And Dr. Akhilesh, one more thing I want to tell you. When India got independence, average age of Indian was 47 years only. It has now risen to 71 years. What does it mean, sir? Even after retirement, you will be living for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. From where the money will come? Yes, it can be, provided you start accumulating money for your retirement life right from the day you start working. So in the first column, you just jot down what are the milestones in your life. And if I have left out anything, Dr. Akhilesh, I will give you leverage to add your milestone. In the second column, against each milestone, now start putting the period when they are likely to come. Idea only, no, just estimate. Precisely, of course, suppose somebody says that he's unmarried and he's likely to be married after 2 years. So against marriage, put 2 years. Likewise, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 30 years, last retirement, 30, whatever it, put the period. And third column, Dr. Akhilesh, which is very important. Now start putting the money you will need for each milestone. Suppose somebody says that he will need 10 lakhs for marriage. After 2 years, put it 10 lakhs against marriage. But Dr. Akhilesh, it will not be 10 lakhs. Today, he or she might be presuming that for marriage, he will be needing 10 lakhs. But because of inflation, Dr. Akhilesh, 10 lakh might go to 11 or 12 lakhs. The cost of that and life will also go on, and cost of items will go on. So likewise, you start factoring into inflation as well. And two very important milestones, Dr. Akhilesh, I want to tell you. Higher education and professional education of children. Every parents want that the kids must get the best education. Suppose, Dr. Akhilesh, suppose a good MBA degree from a reputed management institute in India, 2-year regular degree. Today, what will be the cost of that, sir? Around 20 lakhs. Am I right, sir? Around 15, 20 lakhs. Today, sir. But when your children will go for higher education for MBA degree after 25 years, you have not ever imagined, Dr. Akhilesh, the same degree after 25 years will cost not less than 2 crore rupees because of inflation. Normally, we don't think in those terms. Arey Baba, God will take care of all these things. Everything will be... No. From where it will happen, sir? You will have to take care. So 2 crore rupees per child higher education, and per chance you have got 2 children, sir. 4 crore rupees only for the higher education of children. Now, retirement I was talking. Suppose you are at your age is 30 today. I'm just mentioning why. Suppose your age is 30 today, and you say that you are managing your monthly expenses at 30,000. With 30,000, you are managing your expenses today. But Dr. Akhilesh, when you become 60 after 30 years, same standard, no extravaganza, your monthly requirement will be not less than 2 lakh rupees because of inflation. Today it is 30,000. After 30 years, it will be 2 lakhs rupees per month. And the negative factor will be that you have got retired. Your salary will not be get credited in your account every month, which you get today. How you will get 2 lakh rupees per month? From which source, Dr. Akhilesh? And 2 lakhs simply means 25 lakhs a year. And that too at the age of 60, Dr. Akhilesh. When you become 60, this 2 lakh will go up to 2.5 or 2.75. When you become 80 years, it might go up to 3.5 lakhs per month. From where you will get, sir? That is why I keep emphasizing, Dr. Akhilesh, all participants, they should start contributing their retirement corpus right from the day they start earning. Maybe a small amount, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000. But you must start developing a retirement corpus. And Dr. Akhilesh, there is a golden thumb rule of retirement corpus. What should be your retirement corpus? Dr. Akhilesh, a thumb rule is there. Your retirement corpus should be 20 times of your annual expenses at the time of retirement at the age of 60. I have just mentioned that it will be 2 lakhs rupees per month. So it will be literally 25 lakhs per year. Multiply it by 20. What it becomes, sir? Dr. Akhilesh, it will be 5 crore rupees only for retirement life. Now I want you to get scary, sir. Make the total of the last column and you will be scary. You will get scary. A normal middle class, salary class person, sir, who is around 30 today, will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestone only. And Dr. Akhilesh, I have excluded the normal expenses from 30 years to 60 years. Monthly expenses I have excluded. From where you will get 10 to 12 crore rupees, Dr. Akhilesh? You might be going to Amitabh Bachchan next season KVC show and might win 7 crore rupees. Okay, your job is done. But what about others? What about lakhs and crores of rupees? Crores of people? I want to tell you now, you all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life for your milestone, Mr. Akhilesh, provided you start working on your saving and investment right from today. And for students also, I want to tell you, be serious about saving right from the first month when you start saving, and put your saving into the base investment mode. And Dr. Akhilesh, the chart which we have just prepared, first column, second column, and third column, my dear friends, Dr. Akhilesh, it is called financial plan. It is called financial plan. And my dear friends, I want to tell you, every individual must have his or her financial plan. And Dr. Akhilesh, I will request you, please draw your financial plan as early as you can. Because the financial plan will give you a concrete idea what money you will be needed for what purpose and at what time. So you have literally identified your financial goals. Now goals are before you. And Dr. Akhilesh, psychologists say that those who have got defined goals in life, including financial goals, they work hard. Because our goals are clear. You know very well at After 5 years, what money you will need for what purpose? After 10 year, what money you will need for what purpose? After 25 years, what money you will need for what purpose? That is why financial plan will give you a directional approach, a purpose to save, a purpose to invest. So I will request all of you, my dear friends, please do develop your financial plan. And Dr. Raja Shekhar, financial plan is not a rocket science. It's damn easy thing, Dr. Akhilesh. Anybody can do. It is not required a CA degree. It is not required a CFA degree. Every individual, those who are educated like you and me, can prepare their financial plan by sitting at home itself. So please do prepare your financial plan, because it will give you purpose to save and invest. One more thing I want to tell you, Dr. Akhilesh, and that is eighth wonder of the world. What I am going to tell you now, my dear friends, it is eighth wonder of the world. And what is that, Dr. Akhilesh? Power of compounding. Power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world, my dear friends. And what is power of compounding in investment, Dr. Raja Shekhar? You have to make a promise with yourself, Dr. Akhilesh, not to others, with yourself only. A very simple promise, but very tough promise to make it, sir. And what is the promise, sir? You have to make a promise with yourself, Dr. Akhilesh, that whatever and whenever I will get return on my investment. Definitely when you save and invest, you will definitely get return on your investment. May not be today, but tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 year, after 2 years, after, definitely you will get return. Whenever you get return on your investment, Dr. Akhilesh, and return might be 500 rupees, return might be 5,000 rupees, return might be 5 lakhs rupees. I will never consume that return. What I will do? I will simply reinvest that return. Reinvesting of return. It is very, very important. And not for 1 year, Dr. Akhilesh. Next 15, 20 years minimum. So whenever you will earn some return on your investment, you will necessarily have to reinvest it. Dr. Akhilesh, it is very tough. Saying is very easy. Yes, we should do it. But suppose after 5 years, you get return of 5 lakhs rupees of some investment. And you have committed yourself that you will reinvest that 5 lakhs rupees for another 5 years or 10 years. But your family will be behind you. Oh, you have earned 5 lakh rupees and return. This time it will be Switzerland only. Not less than that. You will go to Switzerland because you have earned 5 lakh rupees as interest, as investment return. But you have to be very clear. No, this 5 lakh rupees will be reinvested. We will definitely be going to Switzerland by by making extra efforts. But this 5 lakh rupees will be reinvested. So, and if you do it, Dr. Akhilesh, I tell you again, it is not so easy, but you have to do it. Because through power of compounding only, your money will multiply like anything which you can't even dream today. And suppose you maintain power of compounding principle for next 20 years in your investment, Dr. Akhilesh, you can't even dream how much money you will have after 20 years in your hands. It will be a multiplying effect. Interest on interest, return on return, return on return. It will be a ballooning of your investment return. But that will be happening, Dr. Akhilesh, not today, not tomorrow, not in 1 year. It will take minimum 15 to 20 years. So for investment success and for wealth creation, it is very necessary that you should give time to your investment to grow. But you should religiously follow power of compounding in this intervening period. So I have taken much of your time. I don't know whether Dr. Akhilesh might be thinking, "Arey sir, you have taken much of our time in these very, very small things." But I feel, Dr. Akhilesh, these are very, very important things in our life as far as investment success is concerned. So where we started from importance of saving. Then when we went to investment, then we went to risk management, how we can manage our risk, think, understand, and invest. Then we went to financial planning. That before that, time horizon of investment. Then we went to financial planning. And lastly, we discussed power of compounding. These are the basics of investment success in an individual's life. Now, last 10-15 minutes, Dr. Akhilesh, we will discuss where to invest, because that is equally important and more relevant for you. It might not be relevant for a student at this stage, but for you, it is very relevant where to invest. What are the products available in the market where we can invest? Yes, my dear friends, the first category of product available in the market for middle class, salary class person is governmental small saving scheme. This is first category. Governmental small saving scheme. Government of India has started some very good scheme for middle class, salary class person for saving. And the first and most important scheme, Dr. Akhilesh, and if you have not opened account in that scheme, you have lost something, Dr. Akhilesh. Please do open that account immediately. And the name of the scheme is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF. Mr. Sabjar, write it full. Public Provident Fund Account. Public Provident Fund Account is a Government of India scheme, Dr. Akhilesh. It is not a private scheme. Account of PPF can be opened with bank and post offices. The tenure of the PPF account is 15 years, Dr. Akhilesh, 15 years. Minimum amount you have to invest is 1,000 rupees every year. And maximum amount you can invest is 1.50 lakhs. Every year, not more than that. But beyond 50 years, you can extend PPF account by a period of 5 years, again 5 years, again by 5 years, whatever you want. So PPF account can be opened with any bank and post offices, and you get tax deduction also when you deposit the money under Section 80C, and whatever interest you earn in PPF account is exempt from tax. It is a unique scheme, Dr. Akhilesh. Unique scheme, rare scheme in the Government of India where no tax is payable. And I just give you one example. Suppose, Dr. Akhilesh, your age is 30 today, suppose. And you open a PPF account and you are every year depositing 1.50 lakhs every year in that account. That too at the beginning of the financial year, every financial year. After 15 years, Dr. Akhilesh, you will have a corpus of 41 lakhs 28,000, keeping 7.10% interest rate, prevailing interest rate. But Dr. Akhilesh, you are wise enough, you don't stop the account. You continue it after for 5 years at the age of 45 years, again 5 years at the age of 50 years, and again 5 years at the age of 55. 3 extension you give and continue to deposit the amount. Dr. Akhilesh, when you will be at 60, your age will be 60, your PPF corpus would be 1 crore 78 lakhs. In the first 15 years, it was 41 lakhs plus. Next 15 years, it becomes 1.78 crore. How? Power of compounding. You will be getting interest on interest and interest on interest. That is the beauty of power of compounding. So please do open power of PPF account. And I personally feel, Dr. Akhilesh, every salary class, middle class person like you must have a PPF account, not only of yours, you can open in your wife's name. You can open it. You can have an PPF account in your other family members as well. So PPF account is a very good account. Second scheme of the government, I don't have time, so I will just mention the name. Those who are interested can explore through Google. National Saving Certificate, NSC. The present rate of interest is 7.50%. National Saving Certificate. You get the details from Google. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Fourth one is RBI bonds. RBI keep issuing floating rate bonds and fixed rate bonds, taxable rate and tax-free bonds. RBI bonds. RBI bonds are giving literally 8% return today, Mr. Akhilesh. Then Government of India also keep raising loan from you by selling their securities. Earlier, it was not easy for all of us to invest in government securities, but last year, RBI has started a dedicated website. Mr. Sabjar, write the name of the website. RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. This is the website of RBI where you can go, register yourself, and then start investing a small amount whenever you have surplus money. Then Government of India undertakings also keep raising loan from you, like BHEL, Railways, NHAI, Indian Oil Corporation, HP, Coal India. Hundreds of big institutions are there who also keep loan from you. These are all under the, and then banks and post offices also have got savings scheme and investment schemes. So these are under the umbrella of Government of India schemes. And Dr. Akhilesh, there is one positive point and there is one negative point. The positive point is there is no risk at all. Whatever government promises you, government will give you. When the scheme matures, whatever maturity amount, it will be given to you. Then what is negative? The returns are reasonable, Dr. Akhilesh. There are reasonable return only, no extraordinary return. Because the basic fund of investment, Dr. Akhilesh, is more risk, more reward. If you take high risk, then there is a possibility of getting higher return, no guarantee at all. There is no guarantee that if you take high risk, you will get high return, but probability increases. So I personally feel 15 to 20% minimum of our total investment should be in governmental schemes. One more thing you have to do, Dr. Akhilesh, is don't invest all your saving into one product. That is a wrong proposition. Try to develop a basket of investment. You should invest in different products. You should invest some money where there is no risk. You should invest some money where there is moderate risk. And equally, you should also invest some money where there is very high risk. Because then it will be developing a basket of investment. Your risk will automatically be neutralized. So will be the return. And beyond governmental scheme, there are other products. But before that, one more scheme I want to mention here, Dr. Akhilesh, for you. I don't know whether you are married or whether you have got children. Suppose you have got daughter at your home, or not you, your friends, your brother, sister, relations have got a daughter at home whose age is...
So I have two daughters,
Oh, great, great. And what are their age?
and one son. One is 13 years and one is 11 years.
Oh, both have crossed that age limit. Actually, the age limit is 10 years only. And the scheme is very good, extraordinary scheme that is called Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Please tell your friends.
I already done said that one in the age
Great.
of 5 years.
Very good, very good, very good. And continue investing total amount of 1.5 lakhs in their name. Very
Yeah.
good. Thank you very much. You have been very wise. Thank you. You have taken care of your daughters very well. Thank you very much, my dear. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is very good scheme. Please try to make it popular to all your friends and relations. It is very good scheme and government is giving 8.220% interest every year. And there is no tax liability. It is tax exempt, like PPF. So Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, very good scheme. Then I was coming out of the governmental scheme now. Second category where you can invest, Dr. Akhilesh, is real estate and property, where you can invest. We all know we can invest, but there is a risk. How much price of the property will go up or will not go up. It is pretty uncertain. Then for real estate, Dr. Akhilesh, you will need huge amount to invest. You can't purchase a property by 5 lakhs for 10 lakh rupees or 50. You will 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore, even more than that nowadays. But there is an option. I just put before you. Third category where you can invest, Dr. Akhilesh, is gold, where you can invest. And normally your wife must be crazy about gold. You must have realized by now. And for that matter, every female member of the family, of Indian family, they are crazy about the gold, and particularly gold jewelry. But at Akhilesh, when you go home today, tell your wife, purchase of jewelry is a losing proposition. It's a losing proposition. Why? Because suppose when you want to resell it after 10, 15 years, the jeweler will make a cut of 35-40% of making charges. So please try to make her understand that purchase of jewelry is not a good proposition. That is why government of India has now come out with a very unique scheme, Dr. Akhilesh. Please note down the name of that scheme and tell your wife, please first you understand the clauses by going Google, and then make her understand that scheme name is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the government of India. Now, government of India encourages citizens not to invest your money in physical gold. Better you'd invest in digital gold. And in sovereign gold bond, government has come out with a very unique feature, sir. Firstly, the tenure of the scheme is 8 years, Dr. Akhilesh. The tenure of the scheme is 8 years. You can invest minimum amount of 1 gram gold price. The maximum investment limit is 4 kg gold per individual. 4 kg gold. And the gold price is the prevailing present price of the gold. Government of India is giving 3 benefits to you. Suppose, Dr. Akhilesh, you invest 1 lakh rupees in sovereign gold bond. Suppose. The first benefit you will get 2.5% annual interest every year for the next 80 years. That is 2,500 rupees. Every year, because you have invested 1 lakh rupees. Second benefit is, whatever the gold price appreciation is there, that will also be given to you. Suppose today the gold price is 60,000 10 gram. Suppose after 8 years, the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram. And Dr. Akhilesh, you might have realized gold price is going up for last 30, 40 years. Temporarily, it might have gone down, but in a span of 1 or 2, 3, it is again going up. So suppose the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram after 8 years, Dr. Akhilesh, you will get reimbursement, redemption at the rate of 80,000 rupees. So whatever appreciation is gold price is there, that will also be given. And third benefit, Dr. Akhilesh, tax liability will be literally zero. Very minimum tax or no tax liability because of indexation benefit. That's it. That is a technical term. But tax liability will also be very nominal. And I want to give you one data, Dr. Akhilesh. This sovereign gold bond scheme was started in 2015 first time. And the redemption has happened just in November 2023 after 8 years. And a person who invested 100 rupees in 2015, 15, Dr. Akhilesh, he has got 228 rupees. 128% return. And that too in government scheme, not in private scheme. Excluding interest which you got of 2,500. So I will request all of you, please get details of the sovereign gold bond through Google websites and think of investing when the next tranche come. It is not a regular scheme. It is not always open. Last time it came in November. Now the next tranche is likely to come in February. Every 3-4 years, a new tranche come where citizens have got opportunity to invest. So sovereign gold bond is a very good scheme for all of you. Now, one more thing I want to tell you, where you can invest is securities market, share bazaar. But that Dr. Akhilesh has told me before session, sir, don't talk about share market. This is sheer speculation. Normal people think like this only. But no, Dr. Akhilesh, I have been in SEBI for almost 20 years. And I can say with confidence, share market is not a speculation, but it is purely knowledge-based market. Those who don't have knowledge of the market should avoid investing in security market, at least directly. This is my, again, suggestion to all of you. Those who don't have knowledge of the market must avoid investing directly in the security market. But there is other channel where you can invest in security market, my dear friends. And Dr. Akhilesh must be knowing that channel, that is mutual fund. Mutual fund is indirect way of investing. It is not direct way of investing. It is indirect way of investing, and majority of the mutual fund scheme relate to security market only. Majority. Durga, I will answer your question. Just my session is over. Why you should invest in mutual fund? Naturally, Dr. Akhilesh can pose a question to me. Sir, why I should invest in security market? Dr. Akhilesh, 3 reasons. Number 1 reason, you don't have knowledge of the market. But in mutual fund, you are giving your money to the experts who are experts of the market. So you are literally availing the services of the mutual fund expert or security market expert by paying some fees. And Dr. Akhilesh mind it very clearly, bluntly, nothing comes free in this world. Everything has got cost. So in mutual fund, you are giving your money to the experts to invest in the scheme as per the guidelines of the scheme. But Dr. Akhilesh, purpose is very distinct and clear. You want maximum return on your investments. Second thing, you don't have experience of the market, but they people have got pretty long experience of the market. And thirdly, you don't have time. You have got full-time job, then family to look after. They people manage your money 24 hours because they are being paid for it. Rather, you're deploying or engaging those experts for managing your money. So mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. And to understand what mutual fund is, I am just sharing one website name. Please note down, all should note down the name of the website. Mr. Sabja, write on the chat box. Mutual fund sahi hai. Mutual fund sahi hai. This is a website developed by AMFI. wherein all information relating to mutual fund is there already. And in majority of the languages, English, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Uriya, Urdu, in lot of every, right from A to Z, every information about mutual fund is available in this website. There are small videos of 1 minute, 2 minutes. Please visit the website. Dr. Akhilesh, spend your time because ultimately your money. And you will get benefit out of it, not mine. So please spend, I'm telling all your participants, please spend time to understand the concept of mutual fund. You take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no issue. First, understand the concept. What is mutual fund? How it works? How mutual fund investments are made? What are the different schemes? What are the risk attached with different schemes? All these things you can get this information from the mutual fund website. So please visit that website. Take your time. Don't be in haste. Don't be in hurry to start investing in mutual fund. Nothing will happen for next 3 months if you don't invest, because there is plenty of time for you to take it. In mutual fund, different schemes, around 1,300 schemes are available. And you can select the scheme as per your risk appetite and as per your time horizon of investment. And that will be possible, Dr. Akhilesh, once you visit the website and start understanding the basic concept of mutual funds. But the best way of investing in mutual fund, Dr. Akhilesh, for middle class, salary class person like you and me, is through SIP, systematic investment plan. It is a mode of investing in mutual fund. You can start SIP in most of the schemes. And what is SIP, Dr. Akhilesh? It is nothing. It is just like a recurring account. You might have opened a recurring account in bank and post offices, where every month you are depositing some amount. In SIP, the minimum amount of SIP, Dr. Akhilesh, for you is 500 rupees. You can start an SIP with 500 rupees only. But for students, they can start even at 100 rupees out of their pocket money. And SIP can be opened in equity fund, in debt fund, and hybrid fund, any category of funds. I don't have time otherwise. Dr. Akhilesh, minimum 2 hours are required to make you understand the basics of mutual fund. And next time, if you give me time, we will definitely in detail discuss the mutual fund as well.
Yes, sir.
But SIP is the magic for middle class, salary class person. I just give you an example, Dr. Akhilesh. Suppose a person of the age of 20, at the age of 20, he or she start an SIP of 500 rupees in a good equity fund. 500 rupees only. And he continued that SIP for 40 years. That is up to 60 years of age. Only 500 rupees. After 60 years, taking an average return of 12% only, Dr. Akhilesh, where the return has been more than 15% for last 35 years. But I take 12% only, conservatively. After 40 years, he or she will have a corpus of 41 lakhs, 68 lakhs. An SIP of 500 rupees only. But Dr. Akhilesh has been very wise. What he has innovated now, he is increasing SIP amount every year. Suppose he started at the age of 20 with 500 rupees. At the age of 21, he increased 500 rupees to 550 rupees, meaning 10% increase. Every year he is increasing SIP amount, because definitely your income will keep increasing. You should keep increasing your SIP as well. So every year you are increasing SIP by 10%, Dr. Akhilesh. And if you do so, after 40 years, you will have a corpus of 1 crore 88 lakhs. 1 crore 88 lakhs by a SIP of 500 rupees only. And Dr. Akhilesh, I know a lot of my friends like you who have started not one SIP but multiple SIPs, 4, 5, 6 SIPs, and all SIPs are target oriented. One SIP for marriage, other SIP for purchase of house, third SIP for purchase of car, fourth SIP for going on vacation, fifth SIP for higher education of children, sixth SIP for marriage of children, and last SIP for your retirement life. So you can have multiple SIPs and continue with the SIP for longer period. More period you give to your SIP, higher will be the return. So please do consider starting SIP as early as you can. But again, Dr. Akhilesh, don't be in great hurry. Take your time. First understand the concept. Then select the scheme and then start the SIP. Next time, if you are interested, we will have a dedicated session on mutual funds. Last two things I want to tell you, Dr. Akhilesh, and not to you, but all participants. Never, never, never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees, Dr. Akhilesh. There are fraudsters roaming around in your city as well. They will promise you doubling your money in short period of 3 years, 4 years, or giving you this or that incentive. Dr. Akhilesh, they are all frauds. They will not make their promise, never, because they can't. They don't have any business model. So I want to tell you one thing, Dr. Akhilesh, not to you, but all your participants. Never, never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. No, Mr. Ramesh, that is not my job of giving you mutual fund list. Make some efforts. Go to mutual fund Sahiya website. First understand the concept, because ultimately your money. I will not be getting benefit out of your. So please devote some time. We all want shortcut. Sir, कोई 5 scheme बता दीजिए हम SIP start करें. Why should I? You should invest your time. You should first understand the concept of mutual fund. So never, never invest in your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. Dr. Akhilesh, last thing I want to tell you, prosperity is your right. Every individual has got right to be prosper. And I have already shared my definition of my prosperity, Dr. Akhilesh, with all of you. Prosperity is your right, Dr. Akhilesh, but it is not a luck. Normally, we Indians think much about luck. We depend on, Baba, God will give us whatever due to us. No, God will not. God has sent you here on the earth, Dr. Akhilesh, to struggle and work hard and make you prosper. So prosperity is your right, Dr. Akhilesh, but it is not luck. It is not luck. Dr. Akhilesh, it is an effort. You have to make effort for your prosperity. And we should make effort for it. We can be prosper by making efforts for continuously for 15, 20 years. And one last thing I want to tell all of you, there may be 1 or 2 participants, Dr. Akhilesh, who might have wrong thinking in their mind that they are not from rich family. They are not from a wealthy family. Dr. Akhilesh, I want to tell to them, forget about your birth, your origin, your family status. Why? Because birth in a poor family is not a curse at all, Dr. Akhilesh. I again repeat, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we all can avoid by managing our money right from the day one when we start earning. And you will do it. This I send you best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. With your valuable words, we have learned many things today in our life as we are the technical people. and we don't know about that much what type of knowledge you are given related to the mutual funds and security risks related to the this digital we can say digital India, and we are now everything is digitalization is there, and we can say phone pay, Google Pay, everything is running digitally, all the money. And if I say the security point of view is, there is risk also, there is a profit also, there is a loss also somewhere is there, because thieves, they are also upgraded, and everywhere is the risk is also there. To whom we are sending money, to who, how to save the money is also one of part of our life. So today we have learned many things from you. Now I call the Mrs. P. Sridevi Madam to give the vote of thanks.
Yes, sir.
But
In
before
conclusion,
that, Sridevi, if
yes.
anybody has any question, please come forward and ask the question. One or two questions
Yes,
I can take. Just raise your hand. We will
if anyone having questions, put in the chat
Yes, sir.
box.
Any question, anybody has any question, please raise your hand.
You raise your hand, otherwise put your the question in the chat box.
Thank you, Dr. T. Muthi Vijayan. Yes, Durga Gupta, now you can ask your question. Unmute yourself.
सर अभी तक हमने जितना भी सेशन अटेंड किया उसका
Please unmute yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Durga
What
Gupta.
happened? Once I will see. Once I will see, sir. Wait, what problem is there? Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Ahmed sir, थोड़ा देखिए तो what is the problem? Mrs. Gupta is not there.
Has she left? No problem. Any other participants have any question?
Sir, question is please give good mutual
raise
fund
your hand,
schemes, few mutual funds, sir. Good.
No. I have answered this question. I am not here to give you any mutual fund schemes. You have to work hard. You have to understand what mutual fund is. Through mutual fund sahi hai. I don't want to give you any shortcut. Please make efforts. Thank you, my dear Abdul. Thank you, Mr. Shiv Kumar.
And today we are very happy, sir. In our this webinar, more than 550 participants were there.
Great.
And they have done the registration, and they have listened throughout our country and abroad also.
Thank you. Dr. Akhilesh, Mr. Sabjar will share you recording of the program.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So you kindly upload it on your website so that more people can listen.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Sabjar, please share with them.
Okay, sir. Okay. I will share.
Thank you. Okay, yes, Sridevi ma'am. Now you can come with a formal vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. In conclusion, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chairman, Dr. N. Satish Reddy, sir, Principal Dr. A. Ramesh, sir, all the Deans and HODs to encourage us to organize this kind of webinars. It's a great opportunity to us to learn something new. I would like to thank our Honorable Keynote Speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, for his great presentation on today's topic. Really, we learn a lot that how savings are important in our life and tips for investment decisions to get best returns. Definitely, we will follow your guidelines, sir. Thank you so much for your presentation. Now, I would like to extend my thanks to all the organizers and participants to make this webinar a grand success. Thank you all.
Sridevi ma'am, on my behalf and on behalf of AMFI, I am also thankful to all of you, particularly you, Dr. Akhilesh, and the core coordinators of this program, and convey my regards to your principal, director, and other authorities. We will definitely keep continuing these interactive sessions with you in future as well, whenever you feel comfortable. And I am also thankful to all the participants who have joined in this evening session. And I hope that they will get benefited out of it. And lastly, but not the least, I am thankful to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed for connecting to you and coordinating this event with all of you. Thank you very much, Mr. Sabjar. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.